Here's something that should make you angry. You spent 12 years in school. You learned trigonometry, Shakespeare, the periodic table. But nobody, not one teacher, sat you down and said, here is how money actually works. Here is how credit card debt destroys your 20s. Here is how compound interest either works for you or against you. Here is how a single decision at 18 can be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars by 40. And the data confirms it. Only 38% of Gen Z is financially literate. 74% of US teenagers lack confidence about personal finance. 46% of college students say their schools completely failed to prepare them financially. This video is everything I wish someone had told me at 18. Pay close attention. This information is worth more than any degree. Everything I wish I knew about money at 18. Episode 4 of the You'd See Wealth Building series. This is the complete blueprint. The lessons that could have saved years of financial mistakes. Lesson 1. Time is your only unfair advantage. And most people waste it completely. At 18, you have something a 40-year-old millionaire would pay absolutely anything to get back. Time in the market. If you invest just $200 a month starting at 18, at 10% average annual returns, you will have $1.9 million by age 65. In pounds, that is 1.5 million. In euros, 1.7 million. The same $200 a month starting at 30 produces only $600,000. Same money. Same discipline. The only difference is 12 years of time. That 12-year gap costs you $1.3 million. Time is the most valuable financial asset you will ever own. And at 18, you have more of it than anyone. Lesson 2. Credit cards are either your most powerful tool or the most expensive mistake of your 20s. Most 18-year-olds treat them like free money. They're not. The average credit card interest rate right now is 22.18%. That is the highest it has ever been in recorded history. The average college student carries $3,100 in credit card debt. At 22% interest, if you only pay the minimum, that $3,000 debt takes over 15 years to pay off and costs you more than $4,000 in interest alone. You paid $7,000 for $3,000 of stuff. But here's what nobody tells you about credit cards. Used correctly, paid in full every month, never carried, they give you cash back, travel rewards, and build your credit score. The card is neutral. Your behavior determines everything. Lesson 3. And this one is the most important thing in this entire video. Your income is not your wealth. Wealth is what you keep, not what you earn. Most young people get their first real salary and immediately upgrade everything. New phone, new clothes, better apartment. This is called lifestyle inflation. And it is the reason highly educated people in their 30s are shocked to discover they have almost nothing saved. The rule that changes everything is simple. Every time your income increases, invest the difference first, before lifestyle catches up. If you go from $30,000 to $40,000 a year, invest that $10,000 difference before your spending adjusts to the new number. Do this consistently for 10 years and you will be in a completely different financial position from everyone else who earned exactly the same amount as you. Lesson 4. The emergency fund is not optional. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans say they could not come up with $1,000 in cash within 24 hours if their life depended on it. 1 in 5. Without an emergency fund, one unexpected event, a medical bill, a job loss, a car repair, forces you into debt. And debt at 22% interest is financial quicksand. The rule is 3 to 6 months of living expenses, sitting in a high-yield savings account, untouched. Not invested in stocks. Not in crypto. Liquid. Accessible. Safe. In the US, that is typically $3,000 to $12,000. In the UK, £2,500 to £10,000. This fund is not savings. It is insurance against the thing that will absolutely happen at the worst possible moment. Lesson 5. Invest before you feel ready. Because you will never feel ready. This is the lesson that costs people the most money. Waiting until they understand the market perfectly. Waiting until they have more money. Waiting until the timing feels right. The research is conclusive. You do not need to understand markets to benefit from them. You just need a low-cost index fund and time. A total market index fund has averaged approximately 10% annually over the last 100 years. Through wars, crashes, pandemics, recessions. 10%. Start with whatever you have. $100 a month. $50 a month. Even $25. The amount matters far less than the habit. The habit is everything. Lesson 6. And this one is specific to your generation. AI is not coming for you. It is a tool. Young professionals are terrified that artificial intelligence will eliminate their career paths. Some entry-level jobs will disappear. That's real. But here's what the data actually shows. Every major technological shift in history, the Industrial Revolution, the internet, smartphones, created far more jobs than it destroyed. The people who got left behind were the ones who refused to adapt. The people who thrived were the ones who used the new technology as a multiplier for their own output. At 18, you have the opportunity to build AI literacy before most of the workforce does. That is an enormous competitive advantage. The goal is not to compete with AI. The goal is to use AI to become 10 times more productive than someone who doesn't. So here is the complete blueprint. Lesson 1. Time is your unfair advantage. Use it now. Lesson 2. Treat credit cards as tools, never as money. Lesson 3. Your income is not your wealth. Keep the difference. Lesson 4. Build your emergency fund before anything else. Lesson 5. Invest before you feel ready. Start with whatever you have. Lesson 6. Learn AI before your competition does. None of these lessons require a finance degree. None require a large income. They require one thing. Starting today, not next month, not when you feel ready. The biggest financial mistake most people make at 18 is thinking they have time to figure this out later. You don't. Every month you wait is a month of compound interest that you can never get back. Subscribe to UDC. Because tomorrow's video covers the 3 automated money systems that make all of this happen without willpower or discipline. I'll see you there.